Hello and welcome to ToyMatt, the channel where I normally take vintage toys and compare them with their modern reproductions or counterparts. Sad to say, that is not going to happen today. I'm actually going to try to do something a little bit different. The current public health crisis has made it difficult to go to toy shops, resellers, etc. To purchase new old toys. So like I said, I'm going to do something a little bit different that is going to be video game related. And if you are a follower of the channel, I have streamed and played video games on the channel in the past. So what I'm going to be showing you today is ARMA 3 with the There Is Only War mod. So ARMA 3 is a military simulation game set in the near future with realistic military units and vehicles and things like that. And it's more of a simulation than like Call of Duty or other popular first-person shooters. You know, so you don't just constantly run and gun and throw grenades and hold your finger down on the trigger. It focuses a little bit more on tactics, and there's a little bit more realism. There can be some silly stuff that happens here as well, but it tries to focus a little bit more on realism, and then instead of just holding down on a trigger and running at people. The mod that I'm using, There's Only War, I'll put a link in the description, is a Warhammer 40k mod to the game. So it adds in Warhammer 40k vehicles, troops, weapons, etc. And for those who are not familiar with Warhammer 40k, Warhammer 40k is a universe in the far future. It's primarily a tabletop miniatures game where you put together miniatures and paint them of soldiers, monsters, tanks, etc. And you play the game. But there's also video games, books, and other media related to the franchise. I used to be really big into 40k. I dropped off after playing for several editions. Also, my painting was not the best. But I still like the lore and the universe. So, what I did here was create a little simulation. So there is this map that is part of the Only War mod. And what I have done is I have set up a little interaction between a couple of the factions. What I intended as the playable faction was the Imperial Guardsmen, and have them run a little operation against the Space Orcs. Well, I don't think there's Space Orcs anymore. But, anyways, so I have set up a couple Imperial Guard platoons, and some armored personnel carriers, and LEMAN RUSS tank for support, and they are going to leave their base of operations and go take out, if I can find it on the map, come on, this orc installation. And I've set it up so that the Imperial Guard units will autonomously go about their mission. I've also set up some air support for the Imperial Guard, as well as some air support for the Space Orcs, as well as like roadblocks and checkpoints, and some triggers that would cause the Imperial Guard air support and the Orc air support to take off. So over here, I've got a couple Orky helicopters. But then I decided to get a little bit crazy, and as you can see, there's some stuff way over here on the other side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this simulation. I'm going to run the simulation for you and give you a little bit of commentary. When I was first putting together the ToyMatt channel, and this is going to be the relationship to ToyMatt, I wanted to do a video about army men, like starting off with like little green plastic army men, and then like, you know, go through various iterations of them. And because I, you know, did the hobby for a while, to show tabletop wargaming miniatures. It's a pretty fun hobby. It is expensive to get into, and but there's a lot to it that'll keep you busy beyond just playing the game, because there's the painting and modeling aspects as well. So basically, what we got here, we've got a swarm of Imperial Guard troops. They're going to hop into their armored personnel carriers, drive along the road, and go engage the orc encampment while some other things are going on the map. And this is a pretty big map. So backing out all the way... Oh, cloud cover. Damn it. Anyways, it's several kilometers across, where, you know, like your normal first-person shooter deathmatch maps are rather small by comparison. Like this right here is like a little city area, and this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-story building. And you can see there's several large buildings and the courtyards and paths and roads. And, you know, an area like this would, you know, with the lake and the stuff in the lake, okay, yeah, that'd be a good map. Okay, but, you know, there's like a lot of these city areas on this map. This is a better way to show this. So it takes place on this island. And this lines and stuff, these are like the programmed in paths, objectives, waypoints for troops and vehicles. But there's, what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 city areas, plus military outposts, a dock area with an industrial area, a habitation area down here, refineries, various outposts on this very large map. So, yep, the primary thing that I started with was this little assault, and then I went kind of crazy, and then I built I filled up a compound here with orcs and a city with some Imperial Guard defenders. So I am going to let this go, and I'm going to go into what they call Zeus mode, which is essentially playing as a game master, or having a bird's eye view with the ability to manipulate things in the game, and just watch how this turns out. I expect there to be a few surprises, or you should expect a few surprises, and with no further ado, let's start this out. Got tanks and vehicles over there. I set my NPC as Imperial Guard Captain, but let's go into Zeus mode. Alright, clear this up. And let's see what's happening. Alright, so Getting into the Chimera. And here's the LEMAN RUSS already on its way. Oh, what is that? That's some angry orcs. You'll hear that a few times. Oop. RUSS attacking roadblock. All right, over here. All right, on this side of the map, we have an orc out. I set up an orc outpost here, and they are attacking this city, which is garrisoned by the Imperial Guard. So this is maybe 100 orcs shooting down into the city. And I had some orc trucks load up with some troops to go engage the Imperial Guard. This one did not go so well. This guy's alive on the left. Here's an Imperial Guard checkpoint. Heavy bolter guy did not survive too long. Big old crater right there. Imperial Guard foot patrol. Moving up to the conflict area. Some guys on the roof shooting at the incoming orcs. Get another tank, an autocannon in placement. So let's go see at our other engagement zone. So we've got a couple orc helicopters. Oh, this is cool. LEMAN RUSS go BRRRRR. And as it approaches the orc checkpoint, this is going to trigger these orcs to hop in their death copters. Take off, don't die. Oh, you died. Get in your helicopter. There he goes. Ha! Kaboom! Well, that didn't turn out too well for the orcs. All right, we have our Imperial Guardsmen making advances. We have an Imperial Guard Valkyrie providing air support. And again, LEMAN RUSS go BRRRR. Oh yeah, and flamethrower. All right, let's see how this is going on up here. So the orcs, look at all that DACA. Just shooting down into that city at all those Imperial Guardsmen. As we fly down amongst all the shooting. We have this tank here with essentially a giant minigun pouring bullets up into that hillside. And like this area is just being rained upon with orc fire. And a lot of our rooftop defenders have been taken out. I have another team over here that is also mostly taken out. Not looking good for the Imperial Guardsmen. Some other defenses that I had set up, if I can find them. Nope, not there. Back further, I think. A lone sniper on this rooftop. And if I can find them. Oh, here we go. Mortar team right here. Looks like they may have run out of shells. Oh, and there goes that Imperial Guard Valkyrie. I have some orcs set up with anti-aircraft turrets here that likely took that down. Let's zoom in on our orcs on the mountainside. As you can see, a lot of them have been mowed down. A lot of greenskins taken out. And it looks like it's 2 trucks. All those soldiers are gone. However, there's a couple orcs that have advanced up into this wood line. There was an Imperial Guard autocannon placement taken out. This road checkpoint. There is 1 guardsman left of the 4 that were initially here. I'm with you, buddy. Reload. And you just threw a grenade at yourself. Not the brightest guardsman there. What do we got left? Alright, this guy looks like his autocannon got taken out. I think this tank is out of bullets. Got a couple guardsmen in these trees. Engaging these orcs. Which should be close to setting off another trigger to send more Imperial Guard reinforcements. If I can find their starting location, I think it's over here. Yep, I've got some Imperial Guard I've got some Imperial Guard Sentinels, 2-legged walkers, that should be getting on the move pretty shortly. That what you hear right now is Imperial Guard lasgun fire. Take cover by the rocks. He's right there. He's right there. Like literally, he's right here. Hit him. I think this guy's out of bullets. Oop, here's the Imperial Guardsman with a flamethrower. Laying down some fiery destruction. I think the mountainside is clear of... Oh, there's a few orcs somewhere. Here we go. Got this guy. Late to the party. I'm going to make it... Alright, let's check out the other assault location as we fly. Let's see what we got here. So I sent 2 armored personnel carriers and a tank. Let's see where they're at. So, yep, here's my armored personnel carriers. And my troopers that are just kind of chilling. Where did that tank go? I hear it. Nope. It's got stuck. And let's see. There's still a few orcs left. See, there's 3 there. And, oh, there's another one. Not, the truck got blown up. So, the automation is not, fully perfect. Also got an orc hiding in here. Oh, looks like he came out and joined the battle somewhere. Probably died up here. Alright, let's see what else we got. So here's my orc compound. Going in through the back door. Some orcs just chilling. Going through this industrial area. Still got some gunfire. Have some orc turrets that were taken out. Have one lone Imperial Guardsman that is shooting at this one orc. Dude, you need to take some cover. You're getting shot. Stop getting shot. Take cover. Do something. Oh, thump. And, hi, buddy. What you do? What's you up to? Just orking around. What happened to all your buddies? Nope, here's a couple of orcs. Kaboom. What are you doing? What are you looking at? You're just standing here. Looking at all the carnage in front of you. Does not look like the orcs did too well today. This guy. Hut, 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 hut. Hut, 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 hut. Hut, 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 hut. Got our tank here. Got a guy that left his weapon emplacement. So, but as you can see, the casualties. I don't think the orcs got close enough to activate my sentinel reinforcements. So this looks like a victory for the Imperial Guard. So that's going to be it. Again, just some video game stuff that I've been messing around with since, it's hard to go out and buy toys with public health emergency going on. If you enjoyed this and would like to see more of this, give me a thumbs up, mention it in the comments. And until next time, when I do some crazy video game stuff, and take it to the ToyMatt.